We didn't penetrate their armor. Nice shot. Enemy armor is destroyed.
Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz to the channel. My name is Martin Dogger, and we have yet another tutorial on one of the basic things that is in Blitz and is not that well highlighted in the tutorial that Blitz gives you. And that is gaining credits, earning credits. Credits are your bread and butter in the game. You use it to buy tanks that are in the tech tree. You use it to buy your ammo, your consumables, your provisions, your camo, and you just need it to play the game. And the higher you get in the game, the more expensive modules get, the more expensive tanks get, the more expensive camouflages get. So you will need to gain and earn more credits. Well, what's the best way to do that? Well, credits are earned in the game basically by doing damage. So every time you shoot a tank, you will gain credits. Every time you shoot and miss, you will lose credits because your ammunition costs credits. And the best thing to earn them basically is do a lot of damage and not die, because you can see in the credit screens what you have to pay for. I've used only part of that video from the Yard 8.8 because it wasn't a really good one in terms of damage. But you can see that I gained nearly 160k net income because I have that birthday. I get double the credits. It is a tier 8 premium tank, which helps a lot as well. I get a bit extra in terms of boosters. But the main thing that cost me here was ammunition resupply. You have to pay for your ammo, be it regular, premium ammo or HE, you have to pay for it. And then you have to pay for consumables, provisions as well, and maybe some camouflage, but this one was a gold camouflage that I got with a certificate, so I don't pay any credits to resupply my camouflage. And then you get a bit of a discount from your clan supply as well, so I get a net income of 141,000 credits. But that tank was a tier 8 premium tank, and the purpose of premium tank was gathering elite XP and grinding credits. All the premium tanks have a better credit coefficient than the regular tech tree tanks. And with the credit coefficient means that's a number applied to your damage dealt, and then you get credits, and then everything you do in the game is deducted from that, and then you end up with an income. It can be a positive income, which is 9 out of 10 times the case in tiers 1 to 6, or you really have to do shit all damage. But 9 out of 10 times you do get a bit of income, and from tier 6, 7 and 8 up, you really should be running a premium account to make proper credits. That's the most asked thing and the biggest gripe of people basically. Why am I not making credits from tier 8 and up? Well, that's the game design. You can play it for free up to 7 and 8, but above you should really be running a premium account if you expect to make a lot of credits. It can be done with a premium with a free account without a premium account, make no mistake about that, but it will take you far longer. That's just the basis of the game. If you want to earn credits with your tech tree tanks, you have to take a look at this. These are the tech tree tanks. As you can see, the T123, the PTA, the Jagdpanther 2, the AT-15 and the Panther. These have a birthday, and a birthday means 5 times XP, double the credits. And you do need those credits because you need it to get your camouflage. And camouflage on a tier 6 tank, that is going to be a bit cheaper than it is going to be on a tier 7 tank, and I'm going to show you just that. This is a tier 6 one. Here we have the tier 7 one. Appearance, we're going to the free camouflage. You can see that it is 1800 down below. A bit more expensive. If you want to equip a tank, this one comes straight away with all the tanks currently. You get a multi-purpose restoration pack. If you sell it, you will gain 2,880 credits. But that means if you use it in battle, you have to pay 2,880 credits. And you can see that if you are on a credit grinding mission, then you should stay away from these really expensive consumables that are on American heavy tanks and are on British heavy tanks and Chinese tank destroyers. You might either want to shy away from adrenaline, or you pop adrenaline and then you do a lot of damage and ammo wreck somebody, then it's worthwhile. Just spending 5k and then earning a lot. But I would go for this one, the repair kit, the multi-purpose restoration pack, and maybe the speed boost, or one of these, the med kit or the fire extinguisher. You might ask, well Martin, why are you suggesting I'm using consumables when I want to grind credits? You do not want to sit in front of enemy guns and then lose your tank or lose a lot of health because you have to pay for repairs of your tank. This is my press account. This is not a hacked account. This is all wargaming stuff. I haven't paid for this at all. But you can see I have a lot of credits on this account. But I start to get a little bit nervous when I'm going towards 2 million on my own account as well. So I have a hefty amount of credits there too. If you are playing tanks, then you can also see that you have to unlock the equipment. You have to pay for that as well. You can see 38,000 over there. If we're going to open that, I need 120k thereabouts of credits to just unlock the top line. And the second line, that is more expensive, as you can see. To show you the difference, I've unlocked the first and second line on this one. Here I need 133k to unlock the third line. And we're going to do that. Then I have my tank fully equipped, but it will cost quite a lot. And on a tier 7 tank, it's going to be, you can see, even more expensive. My top line is more expensive than the third line, the bottom line, in a tier 6 tank. So as you go up to tiers, things become far more expensive as well. And as said, up to about tier 6, 7, you can probably break even with just a free account. And it's the game design, guys. I do not work for wargaming. This is just how the game is designed. Right then, provisions, same. The combat rations, they are really expensive. The fuel, expensive. This one even more. If you are on a grinding mission, drop the provisions altogether or just use the little ones. It can help a bit because it will up your statistics for the tank, and that might allow you to do a little bit more damage. But yeah, if you are really cheap with it, if you really are grinding hard, drop the provisions. And of course, be sparingly with the ammo. First things first, if you have a new tank, do set this one to credits and then click apply. You can buy your premium ammo for credits, but you can see for one shot of heat I can fire 4 shots thereabouts of premium of AP of standard ammo. So your premium ammo is really expensive, and your HE, that's just dirt cheap. It lacks in penetration obviously, but if you can shoot the side of a tank, then using an HE shell is not bad at all. So I would recommend, I'd say about maybe like this. What can we do here? 50. Let's go for 50 there, and then put this one on 25. And then we'll go for 15 HE. I mean, you would never fire 50 AP rounds in a game, let alone 25 heat. And this has a big ammo capacity, so loading a few HE will not go amiss. And it's a big derpy tank destroyer gun. There are a fair few light tanks in the tiers that tank will be facing. Using HE, that's a very cost-efficient way of gaining damage, and doing damage is the biggest factor in getting your income done. And the things you can do to influence your income is basically not getting shot, is be sparingly with premium ammo and your consumables. I've shown you how expensive it was while this shot goes into the dirt, unfortunately, while driving the AMX 3090 in a bottom tier game. The biggest factor in getting income is, as said, doing damage. You do more, you gain more XP and a little bit more in terms of credits if you are shooting top tier tanks. And there's another thing you can factor in. If you track a tank in place, or if you spot them if you are a light tank, you will gain half the XP and half the credits earned from the guy who is shooting them. That is your assistance credits, basically. If you shoot a tank that is that's sitting still, and you get a little bit of assistance damage and assistance credits, and I do not track this T-54 in place, and this shot, yeah, I kill him just in time, thank you very much. But we're going to track that Object 704 in place later on in the game, after about 15 seconds from now. And I do get a bit of destruction assistance, damage by your assistance. But what people do not often grasp, and I'm not quite sure if the game tells you about it, if you track a tank in place, you get half the XP and you get half the credits earned by your teammate who is shooting the tank. Thank you. There was a shot into the Object 704 that was just wasted credits, but luckily I was not shooting an APCR round to be able to guarantee a kill. I mean, if you can kill an enemy, and if you're not sure about penetrating with your standard ammo, then use a heat shell or an APCR or any other type of premium shell. By all means, do so. But I would not recommend doing it altogether, just because if you bounce it, it's going to be very expensive. It really is expensive. You pay for that extra penetration, you pay for that extra penetrating power, but you lose damage and you lose credits if you bounce. So preferably you try to shoot a tank, and if you then bounce, you go around them and then you shoot them in the side. And I had one shell left, so no problems whatsoever. We can shoot this M6, track him in place. There we go, he's tracked again. Boom! Just a little bit more in terms of assistance for me. Thank you very much, player underscore number thingy, your T54E1. You've just gave me a little bit more in terms of credits. And then there's just one thing left to say, basically. If you want to gain credits, you have to do damage. I've said it before. But preferably, you win. Because if you win, you get an added credit bonus as well. And I don't mind about the formulas. I haven't got that in here at all. But if you win, you get more credits as well. You will lose credits 9 out of 10 times if you lose the match. So, quick summary. Do damage first, win the games, be sparingly in the use of premium ammunition, provisions, consumables, etc. And try to use camouflages that you can resupply for free if you really want to use camouflages. And that's how you gain credits in World of Tanks Blitz, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of the universe. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Cheers and happy tanking!